Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. I am coming to you live from Alumni Field at the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst, located in Newton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you live coverage of today's high school varsity girls soccer contest between the hosting Gators of the Brimmer and May School and the visiting Newman School Cardinals. We've had some issues in and out with our Wi-Fi connection out here at Mount Ida, and I'm hoping it settles down and stays strong throughout the duration of this game. If not, if it ends up cutting out a lot, don't worry. I always record these broadcasts at the same time that I live stream them, and I can always upload the recorded version later tonight if the live stream doesn't come through well. But usually, even if there's choppy video, my audio still comes through, so you're able to at least follow along using my commentary. This should be a good matchup here between Newman and Brimmer. Newman coming into this one with a record of 3-4, having just snapped a 3-game losing streak with a big win over the Waring School. Brimmer coming in with a record of 4-4, so two pretty close records so far. So this could make for a very exciting matchup, I think. And on the scoreboard clock, about 5 minutes left on the pregame clock right now. So let's quickly go through the rosters of the two teams coming into today. We'll start over here on our right with the home team, Brimmer and May Gators. Going in order of jersey number for the Gators, first off we have a freshman number 3, Malia Pierre. Next we have a senior number 4, Shyla Fernandez. A senior number 5, Zaina Deshpande. A senior number 7, Anna Lull. A sophomore number 8, Hadley Reardon. A sophomore number 9, Alexa Dykeman. A sophomore number 10, Elle Stengel. A freshman number 11, Ava Bruel. A sophomore number 12, Grayson Taffy. A junior number 13, Maya Thompson. A freshman number 14, Jiki Dai. A sophomore number 16, Nydia Comenzo. A sophomore number 17, Lucy Shimomura. A sophomore number 18, Maya Tedrake. A freshman number 20, Lily McSherry. A freshman number 21, Daphne Ghosh. A freshman number 23, Adelaide Panto. A senior number 24, Sophia Horning. A freshman number 25, Marin Linden Felser. And a senior number 26, Ania Lessie. So that's the roster for Brimmer. Now let's look over at our left and take a look at the roster for the Newman School Cardinals. Going in order of jersey number for Newman, first off we have number 2, Sonia Cintron. Next we have number 3, Lily Pinto Rudge. Next, a senior, number 4, Gemma Worley. A sophomore, number 5, Ella Babka. Number 6, Celia Clark. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. I don't know how long that was out for. That stinks. Um, Not sure how much was missed there in terms of the Newman roster, so I'll try and go through it quick as we've only got a minute left until game time now. Number 2, Sonia Cintron. Number 3, Lily Pinto Rudge. Number 4, Gemma Worley. Number 5, Ella Babcock. Number 6, Celia Clark. Number 7, Rose McMillan. Number 8, Delilah Wardwell. Number 9, Nola Randazzo. Number 10, Maya Samaha. Number 11, Lindsay Fullerton. Number 12, Talia Miller. Number 15, Antonia Kutsawati. Number 16, Anne-Marie Erickson. Number 17, Jordana Grossman. Number 20, Naya Shalish. Number 22, Kate Salmeron. And the goalie, Maura Kamig. Head coach of the Newman School girls soccer team is Molly Gerner. So those are our rosters. My apologies for some of the technical difficulties we've had early. I'm going to try and keep my eyes on those. But if any technical difficulties come up and I miss them, I encourage you to let me know in the live chat. And if I'm messing up the names of any of these players, pronunciation-wise, on either team, I encourage you to correct me in the live chat. All right, we're about to get this one underway. Looks like Newman's going to get the opening possession and play from our left in the first half. Number 4, Gemma Worley, getting ready to start us off with a fresh 40 minutes on the clock for the first half of this ball game. And here we go. Cardinals versus Gators. Worley sends it back to Kutsawati to start. Sends it across to Nola Randazzo. Gets it back to Antonia Kutsawati. Kutsawati dribbling across midfield. Now trying to cut around a defender down the near side. Sends one up the line. Skips past her target, Kate Salmeron. And it's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by the Gators. And so right out of the gate, Newman is going to have the game's first corner kick. Worley setting up to send in this corner. Line drive kick in, knocked down by the Gator defense, trying to clear it out. Worley trying to push the issue. Salmeron pushes it through, knocked back. A shot misses wide. That shot, I think, came from the foot of number 8, Delilah Wardwell, as it deflected back after Gemma Worley and Kate Salmeron tried to push that one forward. Missed it wide. It'll be a goal kick for Brimmer. This kick sent out to the far side. And now kicked further up the far side. Kutsawati steals it away. Now Newman trying to work it up the far side, but it's missed there, taken away by the Gators. Battle through midfield again. And it's lost, and it's picked up by Salmeron, but her kick wide, taken away by the Gators, but taken back by number 16, Anne-Marie Erickson. She kicks it forward, but too far forward, and it's going to be scooped up by the Brimmer netminder. This one punted down the far side again, bouncing along. Kutsawati heads it away, and it's going to bounce out of bounds and be Gators' ball. Quick throw in up the line, chased down by Kutsawati. She's got some room to work. She turns this around. A pass right to the Gators, intercepted there, but defensively backing her up, number 5, Ella Babcock. Now Babcock dribbling up with it. Long pass knocked away by the Gators. Deflects down, now kicked forward. And Kamig comes out to pick that one up at the edge of the box. Kamig punts this one up the middle. Off the deflection, off a weird bounce. It's corralled by the Gators. A crosser flying towards the middle. and nobody could quite get a clean handle on it as it's recovered by the Cardinals. That kick blocked. It'll be a Newman ball as Brimmer's, I think, number 16, Nydia Comenzo, was pushing the issue there, putting pressure on Newman's number 12, Talia Miller. Miller throws it in, deflects off Comenzo, out of bounds. Quick throw in to Wardwell. Tap misses. Intended target was number 6, Celia Clark. It'll be Brimmer ball off the out of bounds. Shyla Fernandez throws it in. Downed by Miller. Kept in bounds there by Comenzo, but kicked away by Miller. Kicked back the other way by number 14, Jiki Dai. It's knocked back by Kutsawati and rolls out of bounds. Brimmer ball. Fernandez throws it in. Downed by Clark. Kicked forward by Comenzo. Still scrumming for it. Comenzo kicks it over her head. It's being chased down, deflected back, and K-Mig's able to take it out as it wasn't a full pass that came back to her from number 20, Naya Shalish, but just a deflection. If it was a pass, K-Mig would not have been able to pick it up with her hands. She would have only been able to handle it with her feet. K-Mig punts this one, bounces across midfield. Worley, a favorable deflection forward, kicks it straight up, deflected back by the defense, but recovered by Wardwell. Wardwell kicks it down the near side. Salmeron chasing after it, and Salmeron couldn't keep it away from the defense. As it's kicked up by, I believe, Dai. Goes up to Fernandez. Fernandez pass to the middle, intercepted by Kutsawati. Kutsawati sends it up to Salmeron. And again, it's taken away by Dai, kicked out of bounds, Newman ball. Clark throws it to Salmeron. Salmeron pass gets through to I think number 9 actually, but it's stolen away by I think Comenzo, but couldn't fight through multiple defenders, and Kutsawati takes it away. Kutsawati taking off with speed, but stopped. Big stop there by the Brimmer defense. They send a leading pass forward, but racing back for it is Babka. Good recovery there as racing up for that ball, I think, was number 8, Hadley Reardon. Pass it out to the far side, sent up the line for Erickson. Stolen back by the Gators. They're trying to work it down the far side. Bit tougher for me to read the jersey numbers out the far side, but I think Shalish knocked that one loose. Upfield, Worley was battling with the defense. It's knocked out of bounds. Newman ball. Off the throw-in, it's deflected out, and it's now Brimmer ball. Or no, it's still Newman ball. Bit of confusion there. Throw-in deflects down, kicked away, stopped there. Good stop by Miller. Kicks it upfield, kicked back by Dai, knocked back by Clark, up to Salmeron. Salmeron pass across for Worley. Worley tries to tap it forward, stopped by the defense. Couldn't keep control of it. It's tapped forward for Worley, but knocked away. And it's going to roll out of bounds off the defense. That's going to be a Newman corner kick. A nice leading pass from, I believe, number 9, Nola Rendazzo. Just a little bit too far for Worley to get. Now Newman's setting up for the corner. It looks like Kutsawati setting up to kick this one. Kick flies in high but wide, and it goes around the back of the net Out of bounds goal kick. And the goalie just taps it out to one of her defenders. The kick, it deflects off the head of, I think, Worley. Goes out of bounds, stays Brimmer ball. Brimmer working it down the far side again, but that throw in just bounced out of bounds, and so now Newman takes it. Or no, they don't. Now they throw it in. Oh, the throw in must have been premature rather than out of bounds. Shalish kicks that one forward off the head of Salmeron, controlled by Fernandez. Fernandez sends it upfield, stopped by Clark, but swooping in for it is Comenzo. Miller knocks it away, but it's recovered by Fernandez, but she lost her footing, and Miller kicks it away. Knocked back by Dye, but recovered by Wardwell. To the outside, Randazzo recovers it, but kicked away by Dye, up to Fernandez. Fernandez gets around Clark, sends one up the line for Comenzo, but Comenzo was offsides. That's the thing, you can't be ahead of the defenders before the ball gets past you. Otherwise, you're offsides. That's the basic idea of offsides in soccer. It's a little more complex than that if you actually read the text of the rule, but that's a basic understanding of it. The offsides call earns Newman a free kick. Talia Miller lining up to kick this one. Kicks it, bouncing up to Kutsawati. Kutsawati dribbling through the middle. Pass forward to Salmeron. Salmeron deflects away from her, recovered by Kutsawati. Kutsawati dribbling down the near side, stops and cuts back. Passes it over to Salmeron. Salmeron pass forward, blocked by the defense, was trying to lead for Worley there. Recovered now by Comenzo. Comenzo sends it out to the far side. Cut off by Babka, but a favorable deflection sends it forward, but too far forward and out of bounds. Newman ball. Off the throw-in, it's taken back by the Gators, but it's a battle for it. Deflects back to Comenzo. Knocked loose by Wardwell, recovered by Worley. Worley trying to dribble through, but too many defenders back there. The attempted clear does eventually go out of bounds, and Newman ball. And I think Worley is very lucky to not be called for a handball there. It looked like she put her hands up to block her face from the kick coming her way. But clearly the officials saw different from what I saw, and they're closer to the ball than I am, so this one kicked towards the box, knocked away by the defense, and out of bounds. It'll stay Newman ball. And we got, do we have subs coming in? No, doesn't look like. Throw in. Tapped back, kicked into the box, kicked back out. Downed, sent back, Kutsawati a long shot, and it comes in just wide. Still in bounds, and the goalie just barely snags it within the box. You know, if she had tried to play that outside the box with her hands, it would have been a handball. As that ball just kept bouncing along for a little while there. Keeper punts it, downed by Kutsawati, up to Salmeron. Salmeron kicks it across to Worley. Worley pops it up in the air, downed by the defense, and bounces up to Comenzo. Taps it over to number 9, Alexa Dykeman. Sends a long leading pass up. Babka racing back with Reardon, and Babka is able to cut it off. Big defensive stop again by Ella Babka. displaying the get-back speed early in this one. Lost out of bounds. It'll be Gators ball. Little over 13 minutes into the first half. No score here between Newman and Brimmer. This one downed by Babka. Babka sends it up the line, and Worley takes it and runs out of room as Brimmer kicks it away. They try and pass back. It's cut off by, I believe, Wardwell. Wardwell battling for it, sends back to Randazzo, but her pass blocked at midfield. And now it's taken by Fernandez, and Fernandez taking off with it, but Miller cuts her off. Miller tries to clear. Fernandez deflects it out of bounds. Newman ball. Seeing some good defensive stops from Miller and Babka early for Newman as we've got our first Cardinals substitutions coming in. Looks like we've got numbers 3 and 10. Number 3, Lily Pinto Rudge, and number 10, Maya Samaha. Miller throws it in, and it's deflected out of bounds. Off the foot of Dykeman there. Miller throws it in, deflected down, and Fernandez tried to kick it away, but it's kicked back by Clark. Now cleared away by Dye. Back to Shalish, who sends it forward to Erickson. Erickson across Salmeron. Salmeron, tap back, kicked forward by Samaha, kicked back, recovered again by Samaha, heads it forward for Salmeron. Salmeron tries to send one into the box. It's cleared out by the defense. Big stop there. Boy, with the sun and the shade the way it is today, I am just having so much trouble reading the jersey numbers of the black on dark green that Brimmer's got today. My apologies for that. This one kept in bounds. Clark tries pass, intercepted. Now taken back by Babka. Babka pushes it forward, but it's cleared away again. The Brimmer center back putting in a lot of good work here. Brimmer tried to push that one forward, but it's knocked away by the Newman defense. Comenzo sends a pass up to Reardon. Reardon tries pass, kicked away by Shalish. That attempted clear by number 13 was blocked by Salmeron, kicked forward by Worley, cleared away, knocked back by Miller, goes up to Samaha. Samaha keeps a brief control of it while she's down on the ground and manages to get a pass away, but now it's intercepted by Fernandez. Pass out to Dykeman. Dykeman's kick blocked by Samaha, recovered by Worley. Worley kicks it upfield. Dye kicks it back, and it's sent out of bounds, and it'll be Newman ball as the center back opted to clear it away from the charging Salmeron. Clark throws it in. Samaha, pass through. Sent back Babka. Babka trying to dribble through, runs out of room. Now a scrum for the ball, won by Samaha. Samaha pass, an extra pass knocked away by Dye. That pass intended for Salmeron. Now Clark deflects it back and rolls out the back end. That'll be a goal kick. Just under 23 minutes still on the clock here in the first half. Almost at the midway point of the half. No score here between the Cardinals and Gators. Goal kick sent out, goes off the head of Worley. And I think that was Reardon who just watched that one go out of bounds, so Brimmer ball. Throw in, deflects into a sea of white jerseys there, and it's cleared out up to Wardwell. Wardwell touches it to the outside, blocked by the Gators, and they start working it up the far sideline. Still battling for it and cut off by Shalish, but still pushing through. Now Babka comes in to help, and it's knocked out of bounds. Throw in. And taken away by Erickson, pushed up to Wardwell, knocked away, but recovered by Newman, sent up to Salmeron. Salmeron leading pass for Worley was briefly cut off, but stays with the ball. Ball's knocked away from her, recovered by Erickson. Erickson a pass, misses, cleared away, knocked back by Shalish. Downed. Knocked away briefly by the defense, almost recovered, but deflected and taken away ultimately by Fernandez. Now sent way upfield, no green jerseys in the vicinity, but now swooping in for it and almost taking it away there. And now taking it away, this is number 3, Malia Pierre. Ultimately kicked away, but recovered by Comenzo. Pass to the middle, skips past Dykeman, but right to Reardon. Reardon winding, firing into the box, cleared out by Miller, but right to Dykeman, tries a shot, and it gets past the goalie and in. Alexa Dykeman with the first goal of the game. The initial try by Reardon was knocked back by the defense, but the attempted clear went right to the foot of Alexa Dykeman, and she took advantage, and now Brimmer with the early lead. 19 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock here in the first half. Gators now lead the Cardinals 1-0. Worley sends it back to Babka, out to Samaha, now to the middle, knocked away by Reardon, recovered by Miller. Miller kicks it upfield, it's blocked, sent right back up, deflects off Miller, and Reardon's going to chase that one down, try a long kick, and it's caught by Kamig. Kamig boots it up. Finds Wardwell. Wardwell sends it up to Erickson. Erickson cut off, taken away by Dykeman. Sends it out to the far side. And Babka stops him on defense there, and the pass now goes up to Wardwell. Wardwell sends it forward to Worley. Tries to send it across, kicked away by the defense. Stopped now by Pinto Rudge, but kicked back. And I think we got an offsides call against Brimmer. Set up for the free kick. Babka kicks it upfield, bouncing along. And Newman trying to push it, and Samaha gets it through. Wardwell racing in. Wardwell tries a long shot, and it's taken off a couple hops by the keeper. This one punted out to the far side. Reardon had it for a second, but knocked away. Back and forth it goes, kicked up by Pinto Rudge, up to Samaha. Samaha tries to send it forward, but it's going to be cut off, or rather just too far. It's going to roll out the back end. Another goal kick for the Gators, and they simply give it to the center back once again. This kick walled off by Worley. Second one walled off by Worley. 2 deflections, and now Samaha long shot, and it goes just wide. Oh, the side spin turned against the Cardinals on that play. 2 nice blocks by Gemma Worley set up a great chance for Maya Samaha, but her kick just curves a little too much. Pass out to the near side, but it's blocked here. Samaha sends a crosser just a little too far forward for Worley as it skips past her and rolls out of bounds on the far side. Another nice block on the forward pressure by Newman, but again, just not able to get the ball in the right spot to capitalize. Out of bounds again, stays Brimmer ball. And again, deflects out of bounds, stays with the Gators. And that's going to be a handball. So it'll be a free kick now for Brimmer. Just under 15 minutes left in the half. Score 1-0 in favor of Brimmer off the goal from Alexa Dykman. Dribbling around, it's sent up the far side. Attempted to cross her into the box, but too far forward, and Kamig collects it. Kamig punts this one. Bouncing along, cleared away by Dykman, goes up to Reardon. Reardon sending it forward, too far forward, and it's taken by Kamig. Now Kamig punts it high. Deflects the other way, but kicked away by Clark. Recovered briefly, but now cleared out by Miller. Knocked back by the Brimmer defense. Off the deflection, it's collected by Wardwell. Wardwell sends it up to Worley. Worley dribbling, kicked away by the Brimmer defense again. Substitution for Newman, Antonia Kutsawati back in the game, replacing Naya Shalish. Newman throw in to Wardwell. Wardwell blocked, it's cleared, but stopped. Now kicked upfield again by the Gators, downed by Miller, who boots it away. Deflected down, but sent to the outside by Brimmer. Now a block by Samaha, sends it right to Salmeron, who sends it forward, kicked away by the defense again. Stopped here by Wardwell. Her pass deflects and is taken away by the defense, now stolen by Kutsawati. Battle for the ball, and it's kicked away by the Gators. Miller recovers it. Miller, attempted pass blocked. Miller recovers, pass forward. And now some pressure being applied by Worley. Worley tries kick, blocked out of bounds. It'll be a Newman corner kick. 12 minutes to go here in the first half. Newman trails by 1 as they send Kutsoati out to take the corner kick. Kutsoati sends it in high. Bouncing down, a chance, a kick is walled off by Brimmer, and the goalie falls on it. Another great chance for Newman. And again, they just don't get the exact bounce they need. As I think Samaha tried to send that off the back of her foot there. Lost out of bounds there by Brimmer. It'll be a Newman throw-in. Wardwell, pass back, Kutsoati. Kutsoati slides it across to Miller. Miller's kick blocked by Comenzo. Now Clark sends it forward, kicked back by Fernandez. Clark recovers. Samaha swoops in to take it. Samaha finds a hole to dribble through. Now knocked loose, but Samaha recovers. Pass back Miller. Miller kicks it up to Worley. Worley turnaround shot, and it's a slow roller picked up by the keeper. Goalie punts it. Off ahead. Chased down by Clark, sends it up for Miller. Miller kicks one, it's stopped. Sent out near side and lost out of bounds. Newman ball. Number 11, Ava Bruel, was dribbling with that one, but pressured by Samaha and lost control of it out of bounds. Substitution for Newman over on the far side. As Clark throws it in, Wardwell misses it, and it's cleared out. Recovered by Babka, pass up for Kutsoati. Kutsoati tries to touch it forward, but lost control there. Kicked away by the Brimmer defense. Pinto Rudge sends it up to Kutsoati. Kutsoati sends it forward. I think that's Shalish back in the game. Now knocked back by Brimmer, goes up to Pierre, knocked back Comenzo. Comenzo sends it up the far side. Chased down by Reardon. Reardon trying to get around the defense, but stopped. Battling with Babka, she sends a pass back. Kick towards the middle. Dykeman sends it back. And we've got a whistle. And I think that's going to be a foul against Newman. Got a little too physical covering Comenzo on that play, and now the Gators will have a free kick. Comenzo sends that one possibly a little far, and it is too far. Couldn't keep it in bounds. That'll be a goal kick. Just over 8 minutes left in the half. Brimmer 1, Newman 0. Goal kick sent up, blocked down by the Gators. But fighting for it there was Pinto Rudge, sent out of bounds. And they say last touched by the Gators. Pinto Rudge throws it in, tapped back. That pass stolen. The attempt to kick forward, intercepted by Kutsoati. Sends it up to Samaha. Samaha dribbling around, sends it forward for Kutsoati. Kutsoati sends it forward for Salmeron. Salmeron taps it forward, and again the defense kicks it away. Goes up to Comenzo. Comenzo sending it up, blocked by Pinto Rudge. Recovered by Miller. Miller passed the outside, intercepted by Fernandez. Fernandez loses it out of bounds. Throw in, Samaha. Across, Kutsawati. Kutsawati up to Wardwell. Wardwell pass kicked away again by the center back. Stopped by Kutsawati, sent forward wide of Worley, kicked away again. Now reared in, recovers the ball, trying to work down that far sideline. Kicks it towards the middle to Pierre. Pierre trying to dribble through, cut off by Babka. Babka manages to send it out the sideline. It will be Brimmer ball, but it will just be a throw-in instead of a corner kick. Throw in. Corralled. Briefly by Babka, but now kicked away by Reardon. Deflects down. Kutsawati clears it out. Upfield, Worley takes it. Worley sends it up for Salmeron. Kicked away by the defense. Couple ricochets. Chased down by Bruel. Bruel pressured by Samaha and kicks it out of bounds. Newman ball. Clark throws it in. Attempted clear goes right to Samaha, who kicks it forward. The attempted clear there blocked by Salmeron a couple of times, and now Samaha floats one into the box. Worley chasing after it, but the goalie is going to get there first and pick it up. This one punted. Controlled by Kutsawati. Taps it back. Cross Babka. Up to Kutsawati. Kutsawati up to Samaha. And now lost. Cleared away by the Gators. Rolls past Babka, but she chases it down before Pierre can get it, and Pierre was offsides anyhow. About 4 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half. As the Cardinals set up for the free kick. Booted up, deflected down. Kutsawati sends back to Pinto Rudge. Deflects back and forth, now controlled by Newman again. Kicked forward, skips past the defense, but the goalie races out and picks it up. This one punted, downed by Kutsawati. Kutsawati dribbling. Pass forward, Samaha racing after it. Defender gets back though, kicks it out of bounds. And that will be a Newman corner kick. Worley kicks a low one in. Gets to a teammate, tapped across, deflects back. Miller couldn't get the shot off. Blocked by Comenzo on that play, and Fernandez now dribbling out with it. Stolen back by Kutsawati. Kutsawati trying to dribble through. Gets away from Samaha and is cleared out by the defense. It will be out of bounds, Newman ball. Clark throw in, Kutsawati trying to fight her way through. Too many green shirts in there, and it's taken away. Taken back now, Wardwell, long kick, and that's just going to be scooped up easily by the goalie. And now the clock freezes with 2 minutes, as now the official will be the arbiter of how much time is left, including stoppage time. When we hear 2 whistles from the official, that will signal halftime. Battling on the far side. Taken away by Babka. Now Kutsawati passes it up to Wardwell. Wardwell sends it up for Salmeron. Salmeron gets a favorable deflection forward, but it's cut off again by the Brimmer defense, recovered. And a couple deflections now booted up high in the air. Kutsawati downs it. Passes it back to Shalish. Stolen away now by the Gators, kicked forward. Easy chase down for Clark. And they couldn't cleanly clear it. It's taken back by Fernandez, but disrupted by Miller. Taken by Kutsawati up to Samaha. Knocked away by Bruel, but kicked forward by Wardwell. Chased down by Pierre. Gets it to Bruel. Now intercepted by Samaha. Samaha managed to touch it through to Salmeron. Salmeron battles through one, kicks it forward. Worley, a shot wide. And there is the double whistle for halftime. At the half, our score, the Brimmer and May Gators 1, the Newman Cardinals 0. The score by Alexa Dykeman, the lone mark on the scoreboard so far. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan here at Alumni Field on the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Massachusetts. I will be back for the second half of this ball game, but for now, I'm going to take a break and mute the mic, but I will be back. Don't go away. Hello again, back on the mic. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan, coming to you live from Alumni Field at the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Massachusetts. Here to bring you the second half of today's high school varsity girls soccer contest between the Newman School Cardinals and the Brimmer and May Gators. Brimmer with the 1-0 lead off a goal from Alexa Dykeman in the first half. And while Newman was able to generate some chances, some unlucky bounces, and some stout defensive efforts from the Gators' back line, kept them off the scoreboard in the first half. We'll see if they were able to make any offensive adjustments during halftime to try and generate a score of their own. Brimmer and May trying to get back above 500 as they came into this game with a 4-4 record. Newman trying to get back to 500, having come in with a 3-4 record. On paper, just purely off the record, this looked like a close matchup, and it's been living up to that billing so far. Brimmer to get the opening possession of the second half. Malia Pierre getting us started, and here we go. Brimmer passes across to Dykeman, now out to the near side. Hard collision as Gemma Worley was going in aggressive to take that one away. Now this is Delilah Wardwell passing it up to Worley. Worley passes back to Antonia Kutsawati. Kutsawati tries a long shot, and it's... Oh, that's in! Antonia Kutsawati from downtown to tie things up for the Cardinals in the first minute of the second half. Let's see that one again. Antonia Kutsawati off the assist from Gemma Worley, as she took that one without hesitation, sent that kick, and it just hooks just inside the right side post there, as I think the goalie thought that was going to go wide. So she kind of like just let it fly, probably expecting a goal kick, but no, it went in, and immediately Antonia Kutsawati completely changes the fabric of this ball game as it goes from a lead for Brimmer to a tied-up score. Now Newman with the ball. They might have gotten away with a bit of a handball a few seconds ago. Kutsawati sends a leading pass too far for Maya Samaha. All tied up at 1 apiece now. This one kicked upfield. And it's being chased down by Pierre and Ella Babka, and Babka kicks it away. Goes up the line. This pass broken up, but Kate Salmeron staying with it. Knocked away again, recovered now by Kutsawati. Kutsawati, pass forward, blocked by the defense there, recovered by Talia Miller. Now gets back to Kutsawati. Kutsawati, another long shot. That one well wide of the net, but Kutsawati dangerous from distance as she's got a powerful kick. This time it is a goal kick for Brimmer. This one blocked by Samaha. Samaha recovers it. Pass blocked. Samaha tries to recover, and her pass blocked again. Recovered out the far side by the Gators. Gets by one defender, now blocked. Good defense there. I think that was Celia Clark who blocked that one. Or no, it was Babka again. My mistake. Ella Babka has really been making her presence known on the defensive side for the Cardinals. Throw in for Newman goes to Wardwell. Samaha trying to keep it in bounds. Taps it along. Wardwell trying to chase it. So is Salmeron. Neither one can get a handle on it. And it's cleared out. It'll be Newman ball off the out of bounds. Throw in. Kicked away. Recovered by Kutsawati, who pops it up high in the air. And the goalie takes it off the bounce. Couldn't just let that one bounce out. It had some backspin on it, and Wardwell was crashing the net. Punted away. And that's going to go out of bounds and be Newman ball. Couldn't be collected by Hadley Reardon as it bounces out. Substitution for the Gators is now we got a throw in coming from Lily Pinto-Rudge. Bounced along, booted upfield by Worley. Chasing it down along the near sideline. Barely kept in bounds. And now after several deflections, kicked forward by Wardwell and out of bounds. Throw in goes to Shyla Fernandez, taps it back, and it's cleared away. Bounces up to Pierre. Swooping in for it is Kutsawati. Kutsawati dribbling with it. Heading down the far side still with the ball. Her kick blocked. Out of bounds, Newman ball. Throw in. Battling along the baseline and almost a chance for a redirect for Worley, but it bounces high off her foot. Out of bounds goal kick. Goal kick. Curves up to Reardon. Pass back, misses. Taken away by Naya Shalish. Her kick knocked back by Ava Bruel out of bounds. Pinto-Rudge throws it in to Wardwell. Tapped back and couldn't be collected out of bounds. Throw in. Downed by Pinto-Rudge and knocked out of bounds. Stays Brimmer ball. Fernandez throws it in, downed by Miller. Miller's attempt to clear, stopped by Dykeman. Dykeman, pass up to Reardon. Reardon kicks it forward. Babka chasing after it. Knocked loose by Pierre. Pierre keeping it in bounds. It's a scrum for the ball in the corner now. Knocked loose. Babka recovers, gets it up to Shalish. Shalish clears it up to Worley. Worley cut off by Bruel. Pass it back to number 18, Maya Tedrake. Now pass up to Dykeman. Dykeman tries to send it across, intercepted by Samaha. Samaha sends one forward. Salmeron putting on the Jets, but Tedrake is there to clear it away. I wasn't able to identify her jersey number till just now, but Maya Tedrake has been such a huge defensive piece for Brimmer throughout this game. She's a big reason why this is only a tie game right now and not potentially a Newman lead. In the same way that Ella Babka has been such a big defensive presence for Newman. Now Newman trying to dribble through. Tedrake clears it out again. It'll be another Newman throw-in. Another throw-in for Newman. And it does go out of bounds. Off the throw-in, it's stolen by Kutsawati. Kutsawati up to Worley. Worley pops one into the box, and it's taken off a hop by the keeper. Keeper punts it. Stopped by Babka. Babka's kick blocked by Reardon, but it's recovered by Kutsawati. Kutsawati up to Salmeron, knocked away by Dykeman. Recovered now by Samaha. Sends one forward to Wardwell. Wardwell with a chance. Pass blocked. Recovers. Tries to pass again, but doesn't have enough on it. And Tedrake clears it out. Might have wanted to go for the shot on that one. But either way, Kutsawati knifing through and was trying to leave it for a teammate, but they didn't realize, and so it's left for the Gators to try and clear it out. It's recovered by Worley. Back to Wardwell. Wardwell tries a shot this time. And that one just spun the wrong way off her foot. Not even a defensive deflection. That'll just be a goal kick. Kick is stopped by Samaha. Samaha dribbling in, passes forward for Wardwell. Kicked away again by Tedrake. Just under 30 minutes to go, about 29 minutes on the clock here in the second half, tied at 1 apiece. Attempted clear, stopped by Kutsawati. Kutsawati lifts one high and out of bounds. That'll be another Brimmer goal kick. Goal kick, taken off a bounce by Babka. Babka does not get the favorable deflection. It bounced out off her. It'll be Brimmer ball. Looks like a couple subs have checked in for Newman. This is throw-in deflected. Knocked back, knocked down. Now kicked up field by the Gators. Miller and Pierre racing after this ball. Miller stops it just barely and clears it out. Gets it up to Wardwell. Good stop there by Talia Miller. Wardwell up to Samaha. Samaha's pass intercepted. Now pass across and intercepted by Samaha. Pass forward, Worley. Worley tries a kick, blocked, and Worley recovers and tries sending a shot, but too slow, and it's picked up easily by the goalie. This ball punted away. Bouncing past Reardon. And Shalish can't quite recover it. It's taken by Reardon. Knocked out of bounds by Shalish. Brimmer ball. Now we got a sub coming in for Brimmer. Looks like Reardon is checking out. Fernandez throws it back for Dykeman, broken up by Samaha. Fernandez taps it back, and it's stolen away by Samaha again. Taken back by Dykeman. Dykeman's kick deflects back out to Fernandez. Fernandez's kick blocked by Shalish, out of bounds. Brimmer ball. Fernandez throws it into Pierre. Pierre battling. Scrum for the ball, knocked loose, recovered by Pinto Rudge. Dangerous pass across, but does get through. Now sent up for Salmeron. Salmeron was dribbling with it, blocked. Clear kind of fails, and it's taken away by Wardwell. Now taken back by Brimmer. Scrum for the ball, and it's kicked upfield, out of bounds. Newman ball. Nice pressure from Newman's number 2, Sonia Cintron, who is in the game for the first time today. Off the throw-in, a couple deflections, still battling for it. Babka wins the battle. And Babka wins another battle. Pass over to Wardwell. Wardwell's pass knocked away. Up for Pierre. Pierre putting on the Jets. Pierre with a breakaway chance. Pierre fires the shot and missed it wide. Malia Pierre got a great pass, had a perfectly timed jump on the ball. An open breakaway chance, nobody between her and the goalie. Everything was perfect except the kick was just a bit wide right. So Newman gets a lucky break on that one, as now the goal kick. Dykeman taps it over, kicked up in the air by number 17, Lucy Shimamura, but it's knocked back by the Newman defense. Tedrake sends it forward, disrupted but recovered, sent up for Fernandez. Fernandez with some space to work, passes it back for Dykeman. Dykeman disrupted, but gets a pass to the middle, but they couldn't get enough juice on the kick forward, and it's stopped by Miller, but the clear intercepted by Dykeman. Dykeman kicks it wide of the net. Brimmer generating some scary chances here in these past couple of minutes. Newman's gotten lucky, and the score remains tied with about 23 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock here in the second half. This goal kick comes right up the middle. Off the deflection, it's collected by Samaha. Samaha pass forward, cut off by Jiki Dai. Worley trying to push it forward, gets tangled up with the defender. Ball's lost out of bounds. Last touched by Worley. Comes up a little hobbled, but seems to be okay. Shakes it off. Fernandez throws it over to Dykeman. Dykeman's kick intercepted by Babka. Babka's pass misses. Dai kicks it away. Off a deflection, it's kicked up by Shimamura. Up to Pierre, taps it back. Now kicked forward, and it's a race for the ball. And Shalish has a beat on it. And Shalish couldn't quite keep it in bounds, but does good to stop the potential rush by Fernandez and Pierre. Throw in towards the middle. Kick blocked by Samaha and recovered by Wardwell. Wardwell sends it up to Worley. Worley kicks it forward, but right to Tedrake. Tedrake boots it away. And we got either a foul or an offsides here. My guess is it's an offsides on Pierre. She didn't get back fast enough. She was still ahead of the defenders. So that's an offsides call there, and it will be a free kick for Newman. Babka kicks this one upfield, gets it up to Worley. That deflected away, recovered by Samaha, but now kicked away, upfield, and it's another race for it. And Pierre gets it, but she's all alone down there, surrounded by defenders, passes it back, a chance for a shot, and it drops. Oh, Fernandez stumbled! Almost had the ball right in front of the net, but couldn't keep her footing. That one's out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Throw in. Tapped in the air by Shalish, knocked out of bounds, still Brimmer ball. Throw in towards the middle to Dykeman. Dykeman pops it up in the air. Knocked away. Long shot blocked. Recovered and blocked again. Now this kick across, intercepted by Worley. Her kick blocked by Dye. Battling for it is Pinto Rudge. Sends it upfield a little too far, and it's cut off. Salmeron trying to stay with it. It is lost out of bounds, and it will be Newman ball. Yes, Newman ball. Little over midway through the second half here, 19:30 on the clock. Tie score at 1 apiece. Salmeron trying to tap it up, but clear it away. Recovered now by Kutsawati back in the game. That one deflected loose, recovered by Kutsawati again. Pass to Samaha. Samaha turns around, sends it out near side looking for Worley. Worley chases down the ball, racing up the far sideline. Stops, cuts back, looking for the crosser. Bounces past Salmeron. Almost a chance for Cintron, but not quite. The clear blocked by Cintron there. Kutsawati couldn't quite corral it. It's controlled by the Gators. Pass blocked and intercepted by Babka. Sends it up to Wardwell now. Wardwell across to Samaha. Samaha sends it forward. Kicked away by Tedrake. Bouncing down to the near side. It's kicked up by Shalish, out of bounds. Got a sub checking in for Brimmer, replacing Shimamura. Throw in goes to Fernandez, tapped back, disrupted by Worley, and it rolls out of bounds. Brimmer ball. Tedrake tries to throw in again, downed by Miller, tapped by Fernandez, kicked the other way by Kutsawati, up for Worley. Worley being cut off by Dye, but manages to kick it forward. Tedrake kicks it out of bounds. Shalish throws it in for Samaha, pops it up in the air. Bouncing, knocked by Tedrake out of bounds, stays with Newman. Shalish into Samaha. Samaha battling in tight quarters here, and it's knocked Out of bounds, and Brimmer got the favorable deflection. Strong defense by Dykeman there. 17 minutes to go in this one, still tied at 1. Downed by Miller, kicked upfield by Dykeman. Babka going back to get it. And gets tangled up with Pierre, and Pierre takes the ball away. Passes back to Dykeman. Dykeman sends it near side, finds her target, that's Reardon. Reardon battling, can't get through Babka. Babka can't get through Reardon, and it's knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Reardon, it'll be a Newman goal kick. This kick. Head to Worley, forward to Wardwell, but knocked away by Tedrake. Off the head of Samaha. Wardwell taps it out. Worley boots it over the head of the defender. Salmeron given some chase. It's headed back into the box, and the goalie comes back and picks it up. This one punted out to the near side, and Shalish just watches it bounce out of bounds. Throw in, deflected out by Fernandez, stays Newman ball. Just over 15 minutes still to play here in the second half. This one booted away by the Gators, out of bounds, Newman ball again. Throw in to Wardwell, tapped back, Shalish, couple deflections. Kutsawati takes it and takes off with it. Kutsawati stops, cuts back, taps it back to Samaha. Samaha gets around one defender, sends a leader for Kutsawati. Kutsawati couldn't get through the defender, and it's kicked away. Miller taps it out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Throw in for Reardon. Reardon's kick blocked out of bounds by Shalish. Fernandez throws for Dykeman. Dykeman back for Fernandez, and Shalish lost her footing, slipped over the ball there, stays Brimmer ball. Fernandez throws for Pierre. Pierre not offsides, taking it up the baseline, runs out of room, kicked away, but that's going to roll out the back line, and that will be a Brimmer corner kick. Oops, we got a brief disconnect, but it looks like we've reconnected now. Corner kick flies in high, deflects away, and Newman clears it out of the box. Battle for the ball. Dykeman has it, pushes it forward. Taken back now by Samaha. Trying to dribble around, knocked out of bounds by Dykeman, but she got the favorable deflection there, and it will be Brimmer ball. Just under 13 minutes to go here in the half, still tied at 1. Fernandez throws it in. Deflects towards the middle. Miller manages to clear it away. And goes back to Dykeman. Dykeman up to Fernandez. Knocked away by Samaha, out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Throw in. Off the deflection, kicked away by Salmeron, but kicked right back by Tedrake. Intercepted by Kutsawati. Kutsawati across midfield. Kutsawati sends it forward, misses Salmeron. Almost recovered it off the deflection, but instead Samaha recovers, launches it into the box, and it's going to be taken easily off a couple hops by the Brimmer keeper. Goalie punts it. Babka couldn't clear it out off the pressure from Reardon. Babka manages to pass it up to Samaha. Samaha running with Dykeman defending. Pass up, attempted clear, stopped by Worley. Worley kicks it forward, but not enough on it. And too far for a leading pass. It's picked up by the goalie again. Punted away. Out the far side, it goes over the head of Clark. And bounces out of bounds. Throw in. And we've got a whistle. I think we've got a foul call against Newman. Got too physical on the push there, and now it's going to be a free kick for the Gators. This kick bounces along. A chance, Dykeman, a shot saved by Kamig. I think that was Alexa Dykeman who had that shot. Would have been her second goal of the day if it was. Now a kick right back, and it missed wide. The punt from the goalie went right to the foot of Alexa Dykeman on that one. Twice in a row, she almost had her second goal of the day. Now it is a goal kick for the Cardinals. This one corralled by Samaha and kicked away. Gets up to Salmeron. And off the scrum for the ball. It's passed forward by Wardwell, blocked by Dye. And a delayed call, but it is a handball against Newman. They were just playing the advantage, which is why they waited to give the whistle there. Ted Drake, the free kick, downed by Samaha. Battling for the ball, Fernandez trying to take control and keeps it in bounds. Reardon now takes it, sends it forward up the near sideline. Kutsawati gonna box out and let it roll out the back end for a goal kick. About 9 minutes left to play in this one, and we are still knotted up at 1 apiece. This game coming down to the wire. Neither of these teams has had a draw so far this season, but if neither team scores, they will both have their first. Newman loses this one out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Brimmer. Fernandez throws it in. Deflects over to Babka. Clear kick blocked, but now gets a pass up to Kutsawati. Kutsawati up to Worley. Worley kicks it across midfield, but right to Tedrick, who boots it right back. Bounces past Miller, but she recovers. Gets back for it. Battling with Pierre. Still battling. Hard collision, and they both go to the ground as Babka recovers the ball. Pass intercepted. Brimmer trying to battle through. Pass forward too far, and Kamig falls on it. Brimmer applying some pressure late here in the second half, trying to break up this 1-1 tie. Kamig boots it upfield. Deflects the wrong way off Salmeron. Recovered by Dykeman. Pass out far side. Another brief disconnect. But we're reconnected pretty quick. That's good. Babka pass it up. And now taken away. But kicked back again by Newman. Tapped forward by, I believe, Cintron. Now off the deflection, it's Wardwell. Sending it back to Clark. Clark sends it up the line. Intercepted by the Gators. This kick blocked by Miller. Off ahead, battling through the middle for it. And Dykeman kicks it upfield. We keep getting disconnected. I don't know why. But we've been reconnecting pretty quick, I think. And that one out of bounds, Brimmer ball. Dang, this Wi-Fi is just completely cut out on us. Shoot. Off the throw-in, out of bounds. Fernandez throws it in, tapped back. Taps across Dykeman, blocked by Kutsawati. Now Salmeron tapping it forward. Okay, looks like the Wi-Fi is settled for now. That's good to see. Might have to upload the recorded version of this later tonight, but for now, we keep watching this game. 6 minutes to go. Tied at 1. Up the far side, a battle for the ball. Brimmer's got control of it for now, but Kutsawati disrupts through the middle. It's recovered by, I believe, Reardon. Her kick blocked out of bounds by Worley. It'll be a Brimmer throw-in. Throw-in, Fernandez. Taps it back to Tedrake, who's just taking her time and kicking it upfield, blocked by Wardwell. And that one lost out of bounds, Newman ball. 5 minutes to go here in the second half. Throw in. Tap to the middle by Worley. Salmeron does recover, leaves it. A pass across the middle, knocked away by Brimmer. Skips past Clark. And recovered by the Gators, racing up the far side, cut off by Wardwell. Four and a half to go. Throw in. Kicked away by Newman, but into a sea of green jerseys there. As the Gators take it back, kicked towards the middle, knocked away by Miller. And, oh, Miller might have taken one to the face there. And now it's kicked up. Deflects. Scrum for the ball. Shalish tries to clear. Fernandez blocks. Now Shalish clears. Dykeman recovers through the middle. Pass up the far side. Dribbling up with some space. Pass forward for Pierre. Booted away by Miller. Up to Centron. Battling up the far side. Lost out of bounds, Newman ball. Three and a half to go here in this one. Still tied at 1. This one headed away by Miller. Kicked back up by the Gators. And the Cardinals will just watch this one roll out the back end. This one kicked up the middle. Samaha couldn't quite keep control of it. Fernandez kicks it. Fernandez met by Miller, and Shalish recovers the loose ball. Pass up Wardwell. Wardwell trying to lead for Worley. Worley gets it, races up the near sideline, but runs out of room, out of bounds. Just 2.5 to go. Off a substitution for Brimmer. This will be a throw-in for Tedrake. Bouncing along, Shalish gets a foot on it. Scrum for the ball, and Shalish kicks it away. Kicked back the other way by Dykeman. Several players racing back to the ball. Clark's going to get there first. Kick it upfield, but it's blocked by Brimmer. Passed up for Pierre. Pierre taps it back. Now a cross kick into the box, and it's collected by Kamig. Clock now frozen at 2 minutes. Only the officials know. Reared in a kick, and it's juggled. Kamig and Pierre couldn't quite get a foot on it as Kamig falls on it. Kamig punts it away. Off the deflection, it's pushed forward by Dykeman again, but intercepted by Samaha. Samaha now has some space, dribbles across midfield. Cut off by the defense, but Salmeron taps it forward. Tedrake, the last line, clears it out. Now that pass blocked. And Centron's kick deflected out of bounds off the defense of, I think, number 10, El Stengel. Throw in deflected back. Kicked upfield by, I think, Stengel. Now Babka corrals this one, tries to pass it forward, knocked away. Recovered by Centron, gets to Kutsawati. Kutsawati tries a long shot, and it's caught by the goalie. She wasn't going to be caught watching the long shot that time as she punts this one away. Knocked back by Shalish. Now Worley, pass towards the middle, knocked away by Tedrake. Up in the air. Out of bounds. Only the triple whistle from the official will let us know when this game has truly ended. Throw in, Kutsawati taps it back, Miller taps it forward. And there is the triple whistle, and that is your ball game. The final score, the Newman Cardinals 1, the Brimmer and May Gators 1. And looks like we got a bit of an injury right at the tail end of that game as Maya Samaha coming up a little hobbles. Hopefully she is okay. You know, you never want to see anyone get injured. And certainly not a player like Samaha, who is such a key piece for Newman today. So both teams end up with their first tie of the season. Brimmer and May's record moves to 4-4-1. Newman's record moves to 3-4-1. And boy, our Wi-Fi cutting out right at the end of this one. I don't know why this one just kept getting worse and worse, but it looks like it's reconnecting now. My apologies for that. I am going to be uploading a recorded version of this broadcast later tonight. But for now, thank you all so much for tuning in to this live stream. 1-1 is the final. Alexa Dykeman with the first half goal for Brimmer. Antonia Kutsawati, assisted by Gemma Worley in the first minute of the second half, tied the score up for the Cardinals on a long shot by Kutsawati that snuck inside the right side post for the goal. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. I'm Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. If you ended up enjoying this live stream, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date on all my upcoming live streams. Next week will be senior week, and so I'll have the senior day games for all three of girls volleyball and girls and boys soccer for Newman next week. I'll have all three of those senior day games. Be sure to stay tuned for those. Subscribing to the channel can help. If there's anything you'd like to say after this live stream is concluded, you can say it in the comment section down below. If you would like to find some more information about me, you can go down to the description section down below or check out the bottom right corner of your screen. You can see my personal website, jessesports.com, where you can find out more about me, the freelance sports broadcasting services that I provide to various teams and schools, and how you can commission those services for your favorite team or school. Or if you want to skip past all that, you can email me directly with any questions or requests you may have. And be sure to follow me on social media, on Instagram and Facebook, where I post highlights from previous live streams. But for this live stream, that's going to do it. Newman 1, Brimmer 1 from Alumni Field at the Mount Ida campus of UMass Amherst in Newton, Massachusetts. I am Jesse Mayfield-Sheehan. Thank you all for watching, and have a good night.